Hi there. Really excited to talk to you from Coherence as part of Neon's Developer Days. I'm Zaro. I'm the co-founder and CEO here at Coherence, and these are some of the companies I've worked at. And today we're going to talk about the future of development environments, how Coherence can help you supercharge your development team's velocity and productivity, and how Neon and other kinds of futuristic serverless tools can help with that as well. Ultimately, we believe that it's a really exciting time in software development and in infrastructure and platform engineering in particular. The future of infrastructure is here. Things we dreamed about 10 years ago are reality today, from serverless to deployment tooling and automation, integrations, and just in general knowledge of best practices. It's a really exciting time to be working. Talk a little bit about the past and present in order to get to the future. We really believe that development environment has become an overloaded term. There are three important uses that we commonly see about it. One is the development environment on your laptop. The second is a pre-production sandbox type account that developers throw broken code at, or maybe broken code at, and then talk about with their team on Slack or Hangouts or Zoom, to question what parts are usable of all the various services and applications deployed to these environments, and sometimes automatically tracking a branch like dev or a trunk or integration branch like main. For our purposes, we want to define development a little bit differently and sort of talk at a high level about three different types of environments. One is what we just talked about, development environment. This means something on your laptop. Second is a pre-production cloud deployment. So this would be things like full stack branch previews, which Coherence is especially good at delivering, especially in conjunction with tools like Neon. But things like staging or demo environments would also categorize here. And then last is production, which is a important different type of environment because it has different characteristics. So developer environments generally used by one developer in order to run and test changes to the deployment in that environment with as fast a feedback loop as possible. So like a hot reloading dev server is the common use case here, and you want to be able to see the impact of what you changed without having to go through CI/CD, right? That's like the key point of a development environment and how we're going to define them for the future, even if it's not how you talk about it today. A pre-production environment, which what some people call dev environments, would categorize here, is a deployment of the application that is used by different kinds of stakeholders to review and test the application before it's released to production, which is the third category here. So things like branch preview environments, staging environments, QA environments. The different stakeholders might use different ones of these in terms of like branch previews being used more by end-to-end testing and devs as they're working on things, staging QA being used for more integrations, and business stakeholder, product manager testing. There's really no reason it has to be that way, but this is often how it is. And some of the environments often called dev really are generally what we would call these pre-production integration environments. And then prod, right? You've got your real environments, usually just one, sometimes more than one. If demo environments are really important for customer sales use cases or customer deployments are part of the application you're working on. Really this is about the data, uptime, stability, compliance. It's going to be monitored and used most heavily generally of the environment types we talked about. So what does the future look like if those are the kinds of environments we're going to talk about and that's sort of the state of the world? I think these are the characteristics of the future of dev environments that we see emerging in the market and sort of at the cutting edge of developer experience. Ephemeral, these things are easy to create and destroy. That means they have to be reproducible, so they come up in a known state and you don't have to spend your time debugging them. They should conform to the SDLC and controls that the other kinds of environments do. If dev is too different, you're going to get bugs when you ship it to testing environments or production. They should be flexible, so you should be able to use them in different ways for different members of your team to work in the way that works for them and do their job. They should be compliant, so you shouldn't be able to have a production data incident because your development environments can't work as well as they need to. Integrated into the rest of your ecosystem, right? Like it shouldn't be a big deal to promote something from dev into a production environment to test it, or a pre-production environment to test it. And they need to be accessible, right? They have to meet developers where they are. if you can only access them in really limited ways, then you're going to end up finding developers find a way around the environments you've created and make their own environments that don't meet all these characteristics. So at Coherence, we have something called Workspaces, which is a cloud IDE similar to GitPod or GitHub Codespaces that are integrated into the full stack SDLC that we make it easy for your platform team to deliver or help you deliver even if you don't have a platform team. Things like full stack branch previews, automated infra as code, deployments into your own cloud account, including things like integration testing, and meet a lot of the characteristics we talk about for pre-production and dev environments, including things like reproducibility, reuse of database seeding or snapshotting or neon branching, as is relevant today. And we make it really easy for you to just throw a neon API key at Coherence, and as you make branch environments, automatically get corresponding database branches for your Postgres environments. And we think that serverless, auto-scaling, easy to create nature with a really seamless integration you don't have to write a lot of scripting around is something that is going to be a game changer for teams as they expose their developers to this, and really expose them to a higher level of velocity, and accessible in context in the same UI with the right configuration without having to reinvent the wheel, and be consistent across services and applications, because you can use the same platform for a lot of different applications at your company or across different projects. And that's what the future looks like. You got to get your hands on it to really feel it. A lot of these are the characteristics. Are they fast? Is it easy to pair with other humans or AI agents? Are they easy to use in cloud heavy configurations where you're using a lot of integrated cloud services like AWS or even other serverless tools? And IAM roles, is the tooling your team's using make it easy to support them? We hope it does. Let us know what you think. Feel free to reach out to us, hello@with Coherence, and tell us what your view on this is. So thanks for listening.